So this is one of those reviews, air quotes, where I don't show the transformation, all of that stuff. And honestly, Brawl here is probably one that I should have just kept, like, a YouTube short of, because it's just, there's not a whole lot to talk about here that people haven't already said with Brawl. This is MagicSquare's Brawl, obviously. He's very neat. He's honestly larger than I was expected. That's what Z said. In hand. He's like a large Voyager, probably almost about a leader class, or like an old days leader class before it got all weird and commandery. Which tells me that their Bruticus is going to be huge. Not showing the combiner part that he comes with. He basically like comes with the foot, essentially, and he just taps into there. Look up other reviews. Honestly, my nitpicks are exclusively in this mode. Transformation's fine, intuitive, and all that stuff. Maybe a little bit fiddly once you get the hang of it, or until you do, rather. On mine, you guys can tell, the gun just kind of splits there towards the butt of it, and that's just a little weird. I think just like a weird like plastic one-off QC issue on my copy. Unless that's fixable. I don't know, it might be. I might glue it together, we'll see. The hands are a bit, I don't know, typewriter-y, I think is the official term that we use in the fandom, but I don't know. I feel like the hands almost have too many joints. Also, like, the wrist flexing joint here, I feel like isn't entirely necessary, but hey, it's there. That's neat. Plastic quality is good. Otherwise, like, joint-wise, it's kind of hard for me to get him in some of the poses that people have shown, just because, like, his leg joints are, like, a smidge looser on my copy. The ab crunch that he has in here, which is also transformation joint, because you need to, like, extend the waist up when you're doing the transformation. That's also a smidge, like, not as tight as it could be. It's like they didn't fully tighten it, right? Like, if you're tightening a screw and you stop, like, one turn short, that's, like, what most of his joints, especially, like, in the hips, are for me, and, like, that little ab joint in here. But that's probably just exclusive to my copy. This is one of those things where this is a super short video, shorter than that freaking YouTube short that I did weeks ago, because literally there's not a whole lot to talk about here with Brawl. He's just neat. He's fun. I'm excited to get their Swindle at some point this year and see what else they do with, Vortex Blastoff and Onslaught when they finish the Combaticons. Plastic quality is good for MagicSquare, because he's basically like a large Voyager later class-ish, like I said. And, you know, part of why I do like him so much, if I'm being completely honest, is because he did kind of, not like save MagicSquare for me, but he did kind of like shift my interest in MagicSquare and what they do as like a third-party company to peaked, if that makes sense. Because in a video that I think I originally had posted on here, but then like just scrapped entirely, or I just did like multiple takes of and then just ended up not posting. Back in the fall, I got their Doomsday, or whatever their gun Megatron is called, and their Legends Jazz, just because, you know, Legends Jazz sounds cool. I like Jazz as a character. He could be a fun desk bot, and why the hell not have, like, a small deluxe gun Megatron? That could be pretty neat. I had terrible QC with the Jazz. The paint was tacky and all that, and it was literally like coming off onto my hands. And then the gun Megatron, I just didn't like that transformation, and there was a part where the gun barrel like tabs in for the all mode that just, like, if you put too much pressure on that panel would like collapse in on itself, and there was no way to like easily fold that back out. And I just didn't really like the transformation, like I said, so I was kind of done with MagicSquare, but then figured I would get the Brawl here, give it a shot, and I really like him. So, yeah. Honestly, just doing this shot, too, for the YouTube thumbnail, so it doesn't, like, focus in on my face too much. Anyway, there's nothing else to say. If you're interested, get this figure. I recommend him.